And I want to thank Jesus also for all his hard work keeping it together there. And Celia. This is remembering all of the Fania. So, Anita, si mueve un poquito para abajo, and then se pueden hacer un círculo grande. Okay? Then you can make a long circle. All the way down. Okay. This team was the first world champion in the team division at the World Salsa Champions when we had it in Las Vegas from the San Francisco Bay Area. Pretty boys and girls. This young man had a dream to perform like one of his idols, and we had him open up the show, but he also performed a second number with a young lady that we know from a great, she was one of the finalists on So You Think You Can Dance. They did an amazing job. This is their first performance together, and I think they're going to be around for a very long time. From New York, and from Los Angeles, Edwin Rivera, and Miss Dawson herself. We call her now Miss Awesome. This young man has over 2 million hits on the YouTube. It's his first time ever performing in Los Angeles at a Salsa Congress. He comes all the way from Bogota, Colombia. I want to thank also his partner. They practiced while they were here. She's from Cali, Colombia. Let's welcome Reinaldo Jorgeda and Viviana Vargas. Thank you very much. The World Salsa Championships have gone on for 3 years, and for 3 years on the On2 division, the champions, and they're 5-time world champions around the world, but 3 times with the World Salsa Championship. They've come all the way from Sydney, Australia, Oliver and Luda. First time performing at the West Coast Salsa Congress. I saw them when I was touring through Europe, and I said, I have to have you. You guys are incredible. LA needs to see you, the world needs to see you, and now you have. Please welcome from Lisbon, Portugal, Nuno and Banda. And we have Viviana up here, but they were the first champions at the World Salsa Championship, representing Cali, Colombia. When I didn't even know about going there, they opened up the door for me. They were so humble and so loving and caring that they showed me what Colombia was all about. And now we've taken them all over the world. The first world champions in the Cabaret division, Viviana and Ricardo Murillo. The next couple is coming up. I tried to do what he does and lift his leg, and I couldn't even try it. My hip went out for like a week. They're also my partners in many ventures, and they are my really, really good friends. From Miami, Florida, the champions of the world in Adagio for many years in a row, Billy and Katie, Billy Fajardo and Katie Morrow. This is a team from San Diego that's really up and coming. They have established themselves, led by Mr. David Stein and his beautiful wife. Let's welcome Majesty in Motion from San Diego. I don't know if the next team is going to come up. One of their dancers, as easy as this may seem up here, these are real athletes, but one of the dancers got injured and fainted when she went backstage, so I don't know if the team's going to come up. but they came all the way from New York City, and I know that you love them as much as I do. Yamule! That's half of Yamule. I've been to this country now for 10 years. It's the longest relationship I've ever had with anything or anybody, and it's with Mr. George Watabe as the promoter #1 in all of Asia and in Japan, where I'll be there at the end of October again. We wanted to hand select, who we thought could be a part of the show, and even though there's incredible dancers in Japan, we wanted the Valiente kids, being the first children ever to dance salsa in Japan, thanks to Pedro and his hard workers and the people and the parents. But this team has really come a long way and continues with their leader and all of their hard work. Let's welcome from Japan, Salsa Rosa. Arigato. 10 years, it's the only word I know in Japanese. The next group, and I'm going to say their names because not only did they dance beautifully, but they were involved with all the transitions and with all of the hard work. They came all the way from the Netherlands, and they are an intricate part of this show. Let's welcome Salsa Dance Squad. Earl, Haweya, Sabrina, Omar, Sohama, and Joe. Salsa Dance Squad. They mix a little bit of salsa and a lot of quebradita. You know them from Mexico. Victor and Gabby. About a month ago, I knew the concept of the show. We had been working on it a while, but about a month ago, when one of those moments I woke up and I was inspired and I made a phone call to a friend of mine. And when I asked him for a favor, he said, incredible. Even though there's two things that I fear most in the world, and that's swimming, because I dreamt that I was going to drown one day, and the other is dancing. Even though I'm a musician, there's no way that I can dance. And tonight, you saw him dance for the very first time on stage. He also wrote the music and arranged it for a couple that was inspired by this song, and they put together an incredible team of dancers out of Boston. Even though she's from Turkey and he's from Puerto Rico, they have now traveled all over the world performing this song. But tonight you saw for the very first time them perform it with the artist that did it. Please welcome to the stage, H y Machete, featuring Alfredo de la Fe. He's a dancer now. And many of us are going to Cali, Colombia on September 10th through the 15th for the qualifying round there. That's done in front of 20,000 people. And we were just, Hachi Machete is one of the couples that's going down with us. And Alfredo told us tonight that he's joining us. He's going to do that number in front of 20,000 people with them down there in Cali, Colombia. So thank you very, very much, Alfredo, my very good friend. It's an honor to manage the next couple and to have watched them grow in San Francisco as little dancers and running around the world with them, trying to be their little dad and keeping them in place. But they are a pleasure to work with. They are two of the most talented youngsters that I ever know. They're not so young anymore, and I know you love them. They're half from El Salvador, half from Korea, but now we have them here in LA. Please welcome Junior and Emily. And from Cali, Colombia, they couldn't bring their whole troupe because of visa issues and all that kind of stuff, but they were not going to miss this for the world. 2 years in a row, they are the world salsa champions in the team division.